I don't know if it's because I have kids or what it is, or if I'm just young at heart, but I take a lot of inspiration for my modeling from these kind of kid toys, these spy toys in particular. And so tonight I'm going to start modeling these goggles. I'm calling them spy goggles. And I'm not going to do all of this. I'm going to do some of it and sort of make it my own as well. But I'm going to use this as my reference image. And I only have the one, so I can't tell what's going on at some spots. But there are a couple of interesting challenges in the modeling of this, at least for me, being a relative beginner. All right, so if you're interested in this kind of thing, then here we go. Blender 2.79, switching over to Cycles Render, GPU compute, and let's get rid of everything there. All right, screencast keys are on. 1, 5, front view. Okay, here we go. We're going to add a mesh circle. I'm going to leave it at 32 vertices, rotate X90. And we are going to go into edit mode, and we're going to move this over to about maybe there. We're going to mirror this. And let's see, how about the distance? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so let's go E and S, bring it in, give it some width, and I'll select it. And let's give it some thickness, E, and pull back a little ways. Just about like that. Okay, let's go into face selection, and now I'm going to grab these two for sure. This depends how thick I want that to be. Let's go ahead and delete those faces and Shift Alt and click that edge there. I'll turn on clipping, and I'm just going to pull it in. No, I'm not. I'm going to hit E, and then I'm going to pull it in. There we go. And let's see what we think of that. Okay, let's put on subdivision surface of 2 with smoothing. And I'm going to come to the back here, and I'm going to put an edge loop at the back, but I don't think I'm going to do one at the front. Let's put one on the inside towards the back. And we'll see if that looks too rounded. I kind of do want them rounded at the front. That might be just a little bit much, so maybe I'll just do that. Let's see. Doesn't do much, but that's good enough. All right, now let's go back to the reference image. So I've got this part. I may not have made them thick enough on the inside. I'm gonna do something about that. Can I grab these, and I got one edge loop there. Makes it a little bit more weird. Let's do that. Let's scale again in. Yeah, that's fine with me. Okay, now, so I don't know why this stuff is here. And I can't tell if it's part of this first segment or part of the second segment here. There's this, and then there's a shorter segment. Let's go ahead and do this the next segment, though. Let me just think about this. I think I'm going to build it right off here. I'm going to Shift Alt and click that edge. Is that the final edge, or no? This is the final edge there, eh? I've already got some thickness on there. What if I grab these faces? No, I think I want to do it as another segment there. Let's see. Well, I could just extrude that. Let's try just extruding that off like that. And I've got that there, and I think maybe I'll try putting an edge loop there and Control B. Give it a bit of thickness. And E and Alt S to make a little depression. And then I'll put supporting edge loops around that there. Maybe a little closer when I come back, and there. Oops. And we would have that. I'll sharpen that up at the back there. You know, like this. This part's going to be relatively sharp. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll do that other piece because it's kind of an interesting thing to do. This. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. There's a couple of ways to do it, but I think the best way is going to be what I'm about to do here. So let me shut off the mirror for the moment and take this, and that edge is still selected. That will be fine. I'm going to Shift S cursor to select it and come back out. All right, my 3D cursor is right there. I'm going to bring in a plane and look from the front. Rotate X 90. I just want to make sure that my plane fills up the whole circle, which it does. I could adjust the position in a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this plane is I'm going to go into edit mode and I'm going to hit W, subdivide it. I'm going to subdivide this maybe say 25 times. Okay, I'm going to switch over to face selection. All the faces are selected and I'm going to go select, check or deselect. So I get each other one and I'm going to hit I. I'm just going to accept the default value. Just click X and delete those faces. All right. So I've got squares. Now if I put a subdivision surface on, even just one, I get circles. I'm not going to worry about that right now. But obviously it sticks out from the sides. All right. Now you can cut this, but the way that I think I'm going to do it is like this. Check this out. I'm going to create a circle this diameter. I could probably bring in another circle. I don't think I changed the size of it, but I'll just select that edge, Shift D and P to make it a new object, and just take that object. So there it is. All right, I'll even, I got some of that crap over there. Let's see if I can get an actual full circle. Here we go. I'll use that one. Yeah, okay, fine. Shift D, P. There, I got a full circle. Set origin to geometry. There we go. Just pull it out like that. I can even scale it a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm going to make this into a bit of a cylinder. I'm going to select it, F to make a face, E to extrude. I'm going to pull it back. I'm going to get rid of the subdivision surface, and I'm getting rid of the mirror on it. I don't need that. I'm just going to flip the polys. I want to use this as a cutting tool. So I'll go ahead and I'll bring my plane up like that. Okay. All right, there we go. We are ready to roll. So I'm going to select this and choose Add Modifier Boolean. And I'm going to choose intersect, and I'm going to choose that. And I get that effect. I'm going to hit apply, click this part, X, delete, and I now have a circle of squares. Hang on, where did my subdivision surface go? Okay, I'm not going to go more than that because I can bring up the faces. I'm also going to, on here, add solidify. I'm going to bring it above. And let's just have a look at that. And that's what I get. And hopefully these edges look okay. Now, if I needed to, I can expand it a bit. If I expand a bit more, that doesn't really help that much. So I'm just going to go with that and just decide roughly, where I would place that. Okay. Let's bring the mirror back on this thing. And for this, let's go shift cursor to selected. And on this, let's set the origin to the 3D cursor. And put a mirror on this. There we go. We got them on both sides. Cool. All right, so far so good. Now, what else? I don't know about this eye thing, or this little notch. I'm not worried about that, but we're going to go on. So I've got this piece, and I got the little mesh there, and I got that. So we're going to do another segment here with these dots on it, and then we'll do the goggle part like that. So I just have to decide how I want to do this. I could do this. I could do it as another piece. I could Shift Alt and click that. Shift D and P to break it out. And I could grab it, move it a little bit, and then we can work on this. All right. Select it. Now, do I have? No, I don't. So to get the thickness. Now, all right. I'll E and S. To get a similar thickness, doesn't really matter. Flip my polys and E, and I'll bring it out. Make this one a little bit longer, like that. And I'll put edge loops, make this pretty sharp, like that. And up here and down here. And whatever, you can throw edge loops wherever you want to. Let's see how that one looks. Add smoothing. Now, if this piece was to connect to there, my cuts will be a little bit different, but that's totally fine. I do like that piece. All right, so we will use that. Let's turn off the mirror. And I need to, what do I want to do? I want to spin. So let's just select that, Shift S, cursor to selected. I'll get the 3D cursor right in the middle there of what happened there. Oh, I was looking at the origin. There's the 3D cursor there. Okay, set origin to 3D cursor as well. I'll look from the front. I'm going to bring in another circle, but I don't need 32. I'll try to go with, I don't know what'll look good. Let's try 22. Maybe that's too much as well, but whatever. I'm going to scale this down. And to be honest with you, I'd be happy just using an N-gon. F, E, bring it down like that, flip the polys, and grab the edge here and bevel, and roll my mouse up a couple times. Now, do I get rid of the back face or do I not? You're thinking, what are you talking about? Of course you get rid of back faces. Well, when I do, sometimes I have trouble spinning. I will try to get rid of the back face though for you, and we'll see how well it spins. Let's hit smoothing on that. I think that's going to be just fine for my purposes. And nice big size, so I'll take that, look from the front view, set the origin to the 3D cursor and go into edit mode, select it, and let's try to spin. And no, it does not work. And so we are going to go back. No, I don't have to go back that far, do I? Can I just go to redo? No. All right, well, that's a darn shame. Okay, never mind. Let's do it again. Am I in edit mode? Oh, have I still got something there? Oh, I still got my circle. Oh, cool. All right. We're going to try putting that face back on. And I don't know why. I don't know why, even if it's just an N-gon. I don't know why that it does that, but it does. And we're going to try it with that face on there. We're going to look from the front. I'm going to make sure that origin is the 3D cursor. We'll go into edit mode and we're going to try again. Spin. And watch, you see? I hit 360 and I'm going to go for maybe 12 steps, 12 of them. Select them, W, remove doubles, and Control N to flip polys. And it works. Now, I suppose I could take them and Shift H to hide everything else, and I could go through and I could select this face. Now, can I do a select similar polygon sides? No, it's going to get the top. Okay, not that one. I don't want to waste your time. Select similar area. Nah, you know what? I'm not going to bother putting you through all this. But I mean, I could go through them and I can delete them now. Okay, now that I've spun. Ooh, my orientation is getting messed up. Here we go. So I don't know why I seem to need a fully closed object to spin, but it seems to be that way. All right, I think I got them now. Alt H, bring everything back. I got those there. And that's fine, so I'm going to take them and let's go back to here and cursor to selected, and I'm going to take these and I'm going to mirror them across the glasses. And this guy, turn the mirror back on. Do I not have this one mirrored? I thought I did. There, I just had to reset that. Okay, so here's what I've got so far. Okay, looking a little bit like the diagram. Okay, except the join. They've got a larger piece here and it's kind of really merged together, but I kind of wanted to do it this way. So, a little bit different. Now, I'll show you how I want to make this next part here. The goggly part. I am going to, again, shut off the mirror, take this, and I'm going to select a nice circular edge, Shift S, cursor to selected. That's all I needed to do there. And I'm going to bring in a curved circle, just leave the default values, but rotate X 90. And my size should still be the same, because I haven't adjusted the size at all for any of this, but I can move it out. And I come in and I am going to select that point and I'm going to look from the side. I'm going to pull it out like that. It's going to twist. Well, that's okay. You just decide how far out you want to pull this. Go back into object mode and Alt C, convert it to a mesh. look from the side and select E and pull it back like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go SY0, scale in the Y and the 0. So whatever, that didn't exactly make sense. Select it all and Control N to flip polys. Let's just have a look at that shape. Okay, so that's the shape that I got. And what we'll do is we'll take this, and I guess looking from the back, hopefully it's pretty close. All right, looking from the back, I'm going to hit E and Alt S, and I'm going to pull in until I get a similar size. Select it all, Control N to flip polys, and we are going to put on subdivision surface of 2, and with smoothing, and our edge loops. Not that. Control R and slide it up. I'm probably going to need more. Another one to back that up to make it a little bit sharper. We'll go there, and we'll go up here, and we'll come down here, and we'll go on the inside as well. I want this nice and sharp. I'm not worried about using up polys and stuff. Let's see how that works. It seems to fit pretty good. Size might be a little bit off, but I think it's going to be all right. And that connects to there. Well, let's try a small change in size. No, I don't want to do that. I think I'll just leave it like that. Okay, let's come back over here to this guy and do that. That, you know, that might be too thick for your liking, but it's all right with me, I guess. I just want to have a look at this. It's a little bit hard to see that. I may actually loosen up a little bit this edge loop here, or is that my actual line? No, I brought in 2, didn't I? Let's bring that one back, and let's take this one and bring it back as well. Let's see if I get a little bit more of roundness to just touch onto there so it looks like a separate piece. Okay, let's do this, and cursor to selected, and then I can mirror these with respect to the glasses. And I have that. I hope that's what I wanted. Yeah, it's kind of thick. Well, once, you know, like I say, you could decide, can it come out easily enough, or do I have more? I think that's all the inside. Well, let's try it. No, and then I'm going to butt against that. Let's do that. Let's try that Alt S. It's not going to go nicely. Well, what we can do is isolate it, and let's have a look at this. Yeah, okay, I didn't want those. And maybe I don't want those. Well, whatever. I mean, you can get rid of that edge loop there, and get rid of all the troubled edge loops if I wanted to. I would do it like this: dissolve all those edges, and just take the inside, and go Alt S and go the other way. You know, if that's what we wanted to do. I don't know if it was. Alt H should bring all that stuff back. It's still the same size, but it's just thinner, and that piece is there. And that's fine with me as well. And just go back in and throw in a few more edge loops then. You know, here and here. So really it's up to you what you want to do. And yeah, maybe I do like that better. No one's going to be seeing on the inside of the goggles anyhow, but just in case. I should put one though on I guess here. You know, good enough. Okay, so we got that, and let's go have a look here. Let's see what's coming next. I don't know what this thing is here on the right. Left side of the glasses, right side of the diagram. Let's just do that. Here, let's just do that. Let's just bring in a cylinder. Let's go 32, but let's do nothing on the ends. And rotate X90 and bring it over and up and scale it. We'll make it attached somehow. Let's scale that in the Y. I don't know how long it is either. I can't tell. So let's just go with that. And let's take this end and what does it do? All right, we'll make it come in a bit. E and S. And then E, and we'll bring it in like that. And we'll close it up on the inside, right? We'll close it up. I'm not going to do the split. I could do another little circle in there if we really wanted to. But E and S, a bit. E and S will come into there. Do we need one more? E and in, E and S, E and Alt M, merge at center. We could do that. Let's bevel this end here. Actually, I might as well bevel both of these. Control B, although I will put a subdivision surface, but just a little bit. Why not? Okay, so we'll go with that, and then at the end we'll close it up, but we'll do like a battery thing. So we'll do something. I don't know. E and S. Yeah, and I'll come out E and come out a bit. E and S. E and Alt M. Good enough. I'll bevel here with 2. Let's put subdivision surface on it now and see what we need to do. Okay, so we'll sharpen up some of this. I'll bring another one, although I've got a lot in there. Let's bring one down here. How's the front looking? Okay, we'll sharpen that. And I tend to do it with edge loops as opposed to mean creases and stuff. You're not even barely going to see this. I'll take this and scale it out a bit more. It's going to be fine for what I want to do, I think. Unless I want one on the... No, I don't want one on the inside. Let's go with the back here. And we'll do something with that. Yeah, that's a long distance to go without support, so we'll put one there. And 6 on one, half a dozen the other. Do it there, do it there. Maybe both. Actually, no, we'll come up on this one. Okay, so that could be like a little battery thing. That is straight, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Okay, good. And let's Shift Alt and click there. Shift ask cursor to selected just to bring the 3D cursor there. And let's bring in a UV sphere, but make it like... Can I just go like 18 and 8? Why 18? I don't know. The number just came to me. Came to me in a dream. Let's bring it out and let's see what we can do with this. You know what? I think I want to do is I'll do vertex. Is this. What if I just take these and extrude them back and just leave it at that, but maybe got to scale it. Oh, scale into there. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a subdivision like that. I don't know why it didn't seem as centered as I would have liked it. That's too big. Maybe that. Maybe I don't even need all that stuff back there. The more I think about it, the more I think I don't need any of that. Maybe even less as well. I think I'm gonna like it like that. Or just, I don't know. Something's off. All right, that's close enough. Let's do something on here though. Let's do a little cut like there. Just have that edge and Control B bevel to give a little region. E and Alt S, make a little depression and bring edge loops around it. And it'll look a little bit like a separate piece, you know, like that. Okay, so I'm gonna need more support, so I just need another edge loop right in behind it. That should tighten that up. And it would look like that. We'll figure out how it attaches another time. There's not much, detail in any of this. Cool.